What's up, everybody? So it's a beautiful day out today. First break of the rain that we've had in a very long time. So anyway, I wanted to give you guys some updates. A lot has gone on. I haven't done a video in a long time just because it's just been so busy with everything. Got a couple of things to go over. So the C30 Chevrolet rig truck project, we were set back a little bit on that project because of some mechanical issues that I had to address. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, but just know that we got the old Chevrolet up and running. Everything works pretty good. I'm happy with how it seems to be working. I have painted the 250. So it now has a new coat of paint on it, looking really slick, nice and shiny. So I'm super excited about that. So we're gonna get to work on this truck here shortly. I am looking forward to getting everything done on this that I want to get done as quickly as I can. But there's one thing that I need to address pretty quickly, and it is the welding trailer. Most of you have seen the welding trailer in the videos of previous jobs. I'm having an issue with weight distribution. As the trailer has evolved, as it's changed over the years, it's gotten really heavy on the front, on the tongue of the trailer. It's gotten really heavy. It's gotten to the point where stuff is starting to break. Material, metal and stuff like that, the gussets and everything, it's starting to develop cracks. And I actually put it on a jack and kind of, you know, weighed it out to see about how much weight was on the front, and it's way too heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the welding machine and I'm going to move the welding machine back over the axles a little bit. That's going to help put some of the weight to the rear of the trailer. I'm not going to put all the weight on the rear because obviously that's, you know, that will destabilize the trailer pretty severely. I just want to move it back a little bit to take some of the weight off of the front of the trailer, so that way it's not, you know, getting beat up so bad. Because as this trailer has grown, as it's changed, I'm adding more things to it and it gets heavier and heavier, so it's time to redistribute the weight a little bit. And it's just important that we make sure that we're being safe and not overloading our equipment or using it in the improper way. So I just want to take this machine and I want to move it back a little bit. So what I'm going to have to do is I need to pick the machine up off the trailer, take it up, just completely take it off the trailer, unbolt it from the skid mount right here, take it off, get it out of the way, and then I need to cut the mounts right here. I'm going to do away with this style of mount, completely just get it out of the way, and we're going to move everything back, and I'm going to re-weld it right here directly over the rear axles, or just the axles, and hopefully center the weight up a little bit better, and we won't have so many issues with weight and everything. You know, once I added all these boxes and the supports for the boxes and then started stacking up all the jack stands, and the front of the trailer is a mess right now. It's normally not this disorganized, but I've been kind of changing some things here and there. But all this stuff normally sits up here. So yeah, we need to readjust some things. So that's what we're gonna do today. All right, guys, so I basically just got the truck set up. I'm gonna be picking up the machine from the back here and then just kind of slowly taking the truck forward. All right, guys, I got the doors removed just so I could have, you know, a area free and clear of anything that's gonna fall on me or, you know, get in my way or anything like that. I got all the bolts removed, so it is officially disconnected from the skid. Everything, all the leads, everything is disconnected. So we should be good to go ahead over to the truck, kick her up on high idle and get the PTO going. And we'll swing the crane over here and we'll get it hooked up. Alrighty, so we got the machine off the trailer. I actually, as I started picking it up, I just elected to go ahead and swing it over and put it on that side of the trailer. I had to extend the boom out on the crane a little bit farther than what I wanted to. So it leaned a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. You can't pick up directly off the side of the truck 90 degrees to the body of the truck. It's just, there's too much weight and it'll actually roll the truck over. So, but just off the side of the trailer, ended up being just fine. Got the machine set down, so now the next thing that we have to do is I have to break this skid loose from the trailer. Alrighty, well that was a pretty good success. It didn't fight me too bad. It did get jammed up on this one foot down here, and I knew that was going to be a problem because the floor of this trailer is actually really thin. It's thinner than what I would like. So that foot pocket right there has a lot of flex in it, and it moves side to side, so it didn't want to pull straight out of there. But we got it out. I think the next thing that I'm going to do here is I need to remove these little pockets, because I'm going to go to a different setup. All of this is going to be removed, so I'm gonna have to get a grinder and a cutoff wheel and break loose some of these welds here. All right, well that took a lot less effort than what I was thinking it was gonna be. So not bad at all. Oh, and if you're curious, if you know, you know, this is a little Harbor Freight grinder, the Hercules. If you listen to it, hear that clicking? All right, so for those of you who know what I'm talking about, any grinder that has a click on and off switch will work on an SA200. It's not just DeWalt grinders. See the older SA200s, and you know, I say older, but you know, definitely the red faces, the black faces, all those machines, they run DC power, and if you run anything that is not rated for DC power, it'll fry it. It'll just absolutely eat it alive. So I went out on a limb and I was like, you know what? I'll buy myself a little Hercules grinder, see how it works on the 200. If it fries it, you know, it's a cheap little grinder, no big deal. And if it doesn't fry it, then I've got a grinder that'll work. Yeah, great little grinder, works on the SA200. And they also come with 3 different size guards. I've got mine removed right now, obviously, because I'm breaking the rules of all safety. I can assure you it was absolutely necessary. There was no way I could get to some of these cuts with this big old guard on, but they come with 3 different size guards for 4.5-inch wheels, 5-inch wheels, and 6-inch wheels. And that's something that I haven't seen. Even the real expensive Metabo grinders don't come with extra different size grinder guards. So that is definitely a plus. Harbor Freight is stepping up their game, and I'm all here for it, because in this economy, things that save you money, especially running a business, is definitely a perk. So I'll be running those grinders from here on out. Haven't had a single issue with them as of yet. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and move on to getting our new base put in. I've got an idea of what I'm gonna use. I just gotta get the pieces cut. It's gonna distribute the weight over the entire section of the trailer here, from left to right, side to side. And basically it's going to take away the pressure points that these things were causing on the floor right here, and these cracks right here on the floor. So it should be a much more stable foundation for what we need to do for this machine. So let's go ahead and get that started, and I'm gonna pull some measurements and we'll get to chopping up everything up and hopefully get to do some welding today. So I've got some 2x4 rectangular tubing right here. This is gonna be the base for the machine to sit in. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to measure the width of the trailer, and I'm gonna cut 2 strips of this material right here, the same width as the inside of the trailer. And then I'm gonna cut some holes, some 2-inch holes for those little round solid pieces to sit down inside of, and that's actually gonna keep the machine from moving around. And it's also going to allow me to pick the machine up and down without the feet getting jammed inside of those pockets. But the other big thing is it's going to distribute the weight across the entire base of this trailer floor here. So that is going to be what we're going to do next. I'm going to get this measurement inside to inside here. Try and see what we're going to be dealing with. So I think I'm going to cut it 6 foot and 5 inches. 6 foot 5 inches I think will be plenty. It'll give us a little bit of play room to get that piece stuck in there. So let's go over here and get these pieces moved out of the way so I can cut this. All right, got our pieces cut. So now let's go over here and make sure we fit these things up properly. Everybody say hi to Houston. Hey, Houston. He's busy chasing pine cones. We, over here at Archangel Welding and Mechanical Contracting, we are a pine cone free establishment. We do not allow pine cones on this job site, not even a little bit. So Houston does a very good job of keeping the pine cones away from the job site. Ain't that right, buddy? Where's your pine cone? Huh? Hey, where's your pine cone? Where's your pine cone? Look, there's one. Look. You're slacking. You're slacking a little bit. And keep these pine cones off this job site. Go. Yeah, he does a good job. He's a good boy. All right, so let's see if our piece is gonna fit. Looks good. Looks really good. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, so there's number 1. Let's go over here and grab number 2. Thought I was joking about the pine cones. Not a single pine cone over there on that job site, but right here, oh man, he's got them all piled up over here. Which one do you want? You want that one? I have no idea how he picks up those pine cones in his mouth. You know that doesn't feel good. All right, here's the other piece. So it was really never my intention to run this trailer as long as I've had it. It just turns out that this thing is so good at what it does that I just keep on running it. And you know, the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. Obviously we're fixing this right now, but the point is, it's such a good trailer and it's so convenient and easy to work out of that I really don't want to change it out. And it really works because, you know, if you've got a regular F-150 or, you know, smaller vehicle or truck or something, you can hook up to this thing when it's balanced properly, and you can drag it to any job if you want to. And you don't have to have a big, giant diesel rig truck in order to get your tools to the job. So it's just been a wonderful trailer to have. And right, guys, check it out. So I got the full weight of the machine on the trailer, so the crane is not holding the machine up anymore. I want you to check this out. I'm gonna bring you over here to the front of the trailer. Got to get my camera stand set up here, so bear with me. All right, so I don't know if you can see it very well. All right, so right there's the trailer hitch. Back before I moved the machine, there's no way that I was ever able to pick up the front of this thing. And it was so heavy, I mean, you had to move it around with a jack, but now we can actually pick it up with just our bare hands. Still kind of heavy, but it's definitely a lot better than what it was. Alrighty, we have welded the rectangular tubes in place, so they are on there, permanent. Some nice little 70-18 beads on there. It's going to get everything tied together nice and clean. So now, if I ever have to service these things, all I have to do is just cut this weld here, and these tubes will come right out. My camera is getting ready to die, so I'm going to put this thing on the charger for a little bit, get this thing juiced back up. What I'm going to work on now is getting these holes cut out. I'm kind of running out of daylight here, so I'm going to try to work on this as fast as I can and try to get this finished tonight. So I'll go ahead and get these cut out, and I'm going to get the machine and the skid all put back on the trailer. And once it's all finished out and put back together, I'll get you guys back out here if I have enough daylight. If not, I'll just hit you guys back up tomorrow and we'll be good to go. Alrighty, so I managed to get everything wrapped up, surprisingly, before complete darkness set in. But you can kind of see I've got I'm gonna put the doors back on, but everything right here is set. And if you look at the machine, there's the center of the tire, and it is dead center, right in line with the center of the axles. And I'll tell you what, it's still heavy, but that's the name of the game, is we want to have some weight on the front of this thing. But with both hands, I'm able to pick that up and actually move it again, whereas before I did not, even in a million years, was able to ever pick that up. So having the machine moved back is definitely going to be much better for the safety and the life of the trailer. There's a couple more things that I want to do to get this thing set up, reinforced. I'm gonna put some more reinforcements under the front to help beef up the front end a little bit, but this was the biggest problem I had right here. So I'm glad that we got that fixed. So as always, I appreciate you guys following along. I appreciate the support and all the kind comments for our channel. So today was a good little day to get back into YouTube. It's been a minute since I've made the videos, but like I said, the next thing that we're going to do is work on getting the rig truck set up. Hey baby, can you tell everybody hello? Say hello. Hello. My little helper with me today. So anyway, thank you for following along. I appreciate the support, and I guess I will catch you guys on the next one. Until next time.